Hello and welcome. In this video I want to show you how I fixed the problem of noises coming from the wheel. I will just play them for you here so you can hear what it sounds like. So I reached out to Enigma and they helped me solve this problem. So what is causing it is the axle has run out of grease, and so we need to take that out and clean the inside of the hub and re-grease it so it will run smoothly again without noises. So first of all we need to remove the cassette and the free hub body. With the lock ring off we can remove the cassette. Next we need to remove the end caps on both sides of the wheel, and then we will be able to take off the free hub body. And for that, for the end caps, we will need two 5mm Allen keys and also a 10mm Allen key. One Allen key in one end cap and the other side, and then you just loosen it and off comes one of the end caps. And then you take your 10mm Allen key and it will fit into the axle. And then you can loosen the other end cap. Okay, there we go. So now we are able to remove the free hub body. So if you haven't taken it off for some time, it might be stuck pretty good. It just takes a bit of force to pull it out. And be careful to not lose these springs. Okay, so now we have the axle showing, and there is a little spacer here as well that we should also remove. So now we tap the small end of the axle with the rubber mallet. And out comes the axle with the bearing on it. And as you are doing this, you might also want to replace the bearings. So I'm just gonna take off the old bearing and give this a good clean first with just the cloth here, and I will also use some brake cleaner to make sure that it's completely clean. Okay, so the other side of the hub has the other bearing, and if you want to replace that as well, then there is a tool that you can use. And out comes the bearing, ready to be discarded and replaced with a new one. So for this wheel there is no washer inside, so you just want to make sure that you clean the hub out very well with some brake cleaner. And I'm gonna do that outside. Something I will suggest that you do is you take a toothbrush and then with your brake cleaner you clean the ridges in here so you are sure to get everything completely clean. I would also suggest that you use gloves, especially when you use brake cleaner. The hub is completely clean. The axle is completely clean. The end caps and then this spacer sitting on the axle. I have laid out my 2 new bearings here. First we need to install the bearing that's sitting on the drive side. So that's gonna go in here. I'm going to grease up the inside here, and then you distribute it evenly without it going in all other places. Grease going onto the bearing here, and then this just goes in here, and once it's set with just your finger force, then it's time to push it in, and I will show you how we do that. So this little thing, it actually fits right into where the bearing is going, but it will not be able to reach on this side. So I'm gonna place the top over this one and then press it in. Okay, so when you tighten it down, you want to make sure that it's sitting completely straight, so it's not pushing on one side more than the other. And then we can tighten the top part here to slowly push in the bearing. And just take your time. You don't want to cause any dents here. So just back up and see how does it look. Yeah, it looks like it's going in completely straight. So we just continue until we feel a complete stop. Okay, and now I can tell that it will not go in any further. So now it's time to uninstall the bearing press. Before you put in the axle, you want to make sure that you grease it up in these areas where the bearings, both from the wheel but also the bearings in the free hub, they will also go onto the axle. So before we put in the axle, let's just grease up. And then we are gonna apply grease also to this side of the axle. So let's fit the axle through. And it slides in. So now we are ready to install the bearing. So we're just gonna rest it on the cup slightly, making sure that it's completely straight. And then what we are gonna do is take our bearing press once again. So on there, that goes through with the pressing axle. And then I have this weird assembly here. It's simply just to extend the reach from the hub away from the axle and onto put everything back together. First the spacer, then the freehub body, then the cassette, and then the 2 end caps. And you are ready to go out riding without irritating noises coming from your wheel. I hope this video helped you. If it did, then please give it a like, and I will see you sometime in the future. Bye bye.